we are at a point in time when we can clearly demarcate 2 decades in diplomacy, 10 years under Mr. Manmohan Singh and now 10 years under Mr. Modi. So how do you compare these 2 decades?
That's a loaded question, but since I've allowed myself to be inveigled to be interviewed, see, a great deal of a country's policies are dictated by the quality of the leader. And you have two leaders, Mr. Manmohan Singh at one stage and Mr. Modi. No, not that they sort of manage the policy totally, but the image of the leader plays a very important role. I may be accused of being what I might call unduly favorable to Mr. Manmohan Singh. But you must understand the way the world leaders treated Mr. Manmohan Singh. He was not a politician. He was hardly a leader in that sense. But he was seen as somebody who was an extraordinarily fine individual, a very intelligent leader. I'll sum this up in one word when the meeting that I'll talk of the relationship between him and Mr.
Bush.
Bush, yeah. There, but I want to, when we met after all the Bush period was over, when Barack Obama became the president, the first meeting, that was also the first time a state visit was given to an Indian leader. I mean, we have heard a lot about the state visit to Modi this time, but that was the first state visit. At that meeting, there was what I call a meeting with the two leaders, two aides. I was lucky to be the aide on the Indian side. Manmohan Singh was talking to Mr. Obama talking to him in great this and that. Mr. Obama says, Mr. Manmohan Singh, please stop. You are my guru, and I shall go by what you say. So, I mean, that sums up thing.
In relation with any particular subject or in...
No, this is what they opened the subject. Mr. Manmohan Singh is always gracious. He talks in kind of saying how nice it was been invited, etc. That man just said, "You're my guru." I think it sums up everything. If you would say that in your interview with me, I'll be pleased. It sums up what you call the image, and the image of the Prime Minister then translate, or the image of the country translate to that of the Prime Minister. But in this case, I think Manmohan Singh's approach to issues had already created an impact. And I want to go, taking off from that, I think the India-US nuclear deal, many of us claim credit for being part of it. But I think it was done between Mr. Bush and Mr. Manmohan Singh. Mr. Bush always said, Manmohan is a good man. I want to help him. You know, there are a lot of things that I don't want to go into the details, but this is the image. So we had the image of a leader who was highly respected, like in the old days, like the gurus and rishis and whatnot kind of stuff. But Mr. Manmohan Singh, if you ask me for one particular sentence that stands out in what we had in all the discussions and whether he ever set the Adriatic on fire or no, I can't think of it. Unlike Mr. Modi.
So you would say he was the real Vishwaguru and not the way Mr. Modi is being stamped now.
Yeah. I mean, they're two different individuals. I mean, Mr. Manmohan Singh hates even if he was a Vishwaguru, he would hate being called a Vishwaguru. He doesn't like it.
This is quite disproportionate to the flamboyance, you mean. On the world stage, the presence of a leader is quite proportional. We as try to assume a proportion.
Maybe, but look at it. I want to say, under no other leader could we have got the India-US nuclear deal. I mean, most of us have worked on it, but since I was the closest in that point of view, I know that if Mr. Bush did not want to give it to India, not because of India, but because of Manmohan Singh, this would never have happened. And every time we had a problem, myself and my counterpart, Steve Hadley, who was the national, when we went to saying that the State Department was objecting, Department of Energy is objecting this clause, that clause, etc., etc., all that Mr. Bush would say,